Today I'll share with you the pros and cons of living in Vimont, Laval. I'll start with the cons. The first con is traffic. You're in Vimont, close to Montreal, but as soon as you hit, the highway 440 to go to Highway 15, Highway 19 or 25, and you go to Montreal, you'll hit some traffic morning and nights. The second con, the cost of living is specifically for housing. I'll give you an idea of how much it costs to buy a house. I've looked at the prices between January to September 2023. There's 3 different areas in Vimont. I'll start with the first one. The old Vimont, a bungalow. This is the most amount of types of property you'll find in Vimont, bungalows. $525K to buy a house in the old Vimont. While in the Cité-de-la-Santé, kind of an upscale neighborhood, a bungalow would cost $650, while a cottage would cost $835K. And the last small area of Vimont, Ferme Papineau, recent area, cottages, kind of pricier, $870K on average to buy a cottage in Ferme Papineau. The third con, commute time. I used to live in Vimont when I was a kid, and to commute to Concordia University, 1 hour and 25 minutes using public transportation. And if you use your car to go downtown Montreal, well, it's going to certainly take you about 1 hour and 50 minutes to 1 hour and 40 minutes, depending on traffic. So it's kind of long to get to downtown, even though you're close. Fourth con, in terms of restaurants and entertainment, there's no options. It's really a quiet area. Aside from a restaurant I really like is Restaurant Vimont. It's been there for 55 years. In fact, my mom used to go there to eat when she was pregnant with me, and I go there to eat pizza. It's really a famous place. But aside from that pizza place, there's no entertainment. There's not a great variety of restaurants. The fifth con, local road congestion. Vimont is a really small neighborhood. Population is about 33,500, last census of 2016. So it's a small area with a small population, but there's some roads that are really congested, specifically at 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. I'll give you an example. Boulevard Saint-Rose, 5 o'clock, it's jammed. Close to the Highway 19 and Highway 440 at night and morning, it's really congested. But it's a minor con. Sixth con, access to some major shopping centers. You got some local shops, of course, but if you want to have more variety, you'll have to go to Chamonix for the Carrefour Laval or St. Dorothy, where you have a bunch of different outdoor shops. Last but not least of the cons, there's no high school. In Vimont, it's a small area, so there's elementary school, but there's no high school. You'll have to drive north to Auteuil to get the 2 high schools, Odyssée des Jeunes for secondary 1 and 2, and Horizon Jeunesse 3, 4, 5. But the thing is, on top of that, those 2 high schools are not really well ranked when you look at every year there's like the ranking of all the best high school. Those 2 are not really well ranked. So that's why my parents, they went to the bank to get a loan for my brother and I to go to private schools because they wanted us to have the best education, fortunately. Let's hit the pros. The first pro, geographic position. Vimont, center part of Laval. So you can have access to the eastern part, western part of Laval really easily through the Highway 440. You're close to Laurentian, you're close to Montreal, so you have access to all the job opportunities in Montreal and all the best schools in Montreal. Second pro, amenities. In Vimont, you have everything your family will need in terms of all the different local shops. You got some medical clinic, some nice green areas. It's really perfect place for a family. The third pro, public transportation. You got a bunch of different buses that will lead you to the different subway stations in Laval. And on top of that, you got a train station in Vimont. So you can easily access the downtown area and different parts of Montreal from Vimont. The fourth pro, environment. Vimont is really a nice, quiet residential area where you can have a nice place to raise your family, close to some nice parks and green spaces. You'll love it. The fifth pro, recreational sites. You got nice park to practice all kinds of sports, hockey arena, some nice facilities all across the area. And since it's a small area, Vimont, you can walk to all those different places to stay active. The sixth pro, the hospital. You have the biggest hospital of Laval. It's called the Cité-de-la-Santé. This is where I was born. And it's nice because let's say you have kids. Oh, they're sick. You can easily have access to the hospital. So you'll feel safer to have a hospital nearby. The next pro, the industrial area. Well, in Laval, there's 3 different zones, industrial zones. And one of the biggest one in Laval and in Quebec is in the center part of Laval. And Vimont overlooks that area. So you got a bunch of different industries, lots of job creation. And when I was a kid, my dad and I used to work there. So that's a really big plus. If you have a project of buying or selling a property, just shoot me an email because my team and I were there to help. We'll schedule a Zoom call or a face-to-face meeting, and we'll guide you from A to Z so that your transition is as smooth as possible. Take care and stick around because I got another video just coming up right now.